Latinos for Trump is such an embarrassment.
I'm in Chicago and I spoke to a restaurant owner in a predominantly Latino part of the city who told me the losses his business is seeing right now because of this climate of fear, as he described to me.
You typically see 65 to 70 on a Saturday, and you saw 17.
17 orders, and we usually, we stay open till 4. We never close early.
Yeah.
But we had no other option this Saturday to close at 2 o'clock. It was ghost town.
Last couple of weeks, there has been so many rumors around that a lot of people are being so scared and afraid that they have not been able to get out of their home. A lot of people in the community have been very scared, are being told basically by other family members not to even go outside. I mean, literally, we have food that got rotten because people did not came over to shop. It's not just my business. I have seen the impact in all the Latino business in the community. A lot of restaurants right now are at the border of closing for good. Even my business, we went down, 40% on our sales.
I've been in business now for 43 years. My parents started it back in 1983. I saw the sacrifice, their hard work, the devotion to our family and the community.
In East LA, Antonio Hernandez is running the family restaurant his parents built from the ground up. But keeping that legacy alive is getting harder as immigration issues and labor shortages put pressure on small businesses.
Right now, we're going through really difficult times. I could start off with telling you we've lost about 30% of business. In addition to that, there's inflation. Tariffs are going to kick in soon. Last but not least, all the rates, the immigration rates that have affected our people. People are scared. They're not coming out. We see it in the sales.
In Chicago, Latino neighborhoods are feeling the impact of immigration raids, not just in homes, but in local businesses. This comes as federal agents have made over 1,000 arrests in the Chicago area since September as part of Operation Midway Blitz, claiming they're targeting the worst of the worst criminals. Lisa says fear isn't just among customers, it's among her team too. Restaurants to gas stations, sales have dropped across Pilsen and Little Village, Chicago's largest Latino neighborhoods.
So, this another FO story for y'all. I mean, they coming by the day now. They coming by the day. So you had this Latino guy who voted for Trump. And he ran a detail shop, detail car, truck, vans, whatever. So he was on TV yesterday, sad because he finna lose his business because there's no Latinos coming to the detail shop. Remember, it's 100% Latinos who come to this shop, and he voted for Trump. Now that Trump got all this mass deportation shit coming in and doing all this crazy shit, the Latinos ain't coming around them places because they're running up in businesses. He will have to close down in 60 days because in 2 months, the last 2 months, he had one person bring their car in. One person.
So circling back to how I've been feeling so many good and bad emotions at the same time for months now. Just this morning I was crying because I'm struggling to figure out how to make ends meet without having to go back to corporate or a 9.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Beauty. I hope you all are good. I want to talk about Latinos own businesses and how they are struggling with their businesses. In this life, what goes around comes around. The table always turns when you do not expect it. When you think you're better off than anyone else, God might put you in that position of the person you thought you were better than. This is the story of Latinos and Black Americans. Actually, I remember some time ago, Latinos came out in the internet calling out Black Americans all sorts of names, talking down on Black Americans. But now the table has turned. They are facing the same thing, and they are all over the internet crying and complaining. Anyway, Latinos own businesses actually thought things would be better for them after they voted for Trump. Latino small businesses owners said they voted for Trump because they wanted stability, lower taxes, and fewer regulations. But instead, they are dealing with inflections and economies that only favor the rich and big corporations. This was some reactions of those Latinos, and we will come back for more talk. Stay with us. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel if you have not to support the channel. Do not forget that your support means a lot to me, and I really appreciate that. And we will come back for more talk.
Where's the people? Silence. This is all because of the immigration law.
It's Friday, 11:45 a.m. Ain't not one Mexican inside, not one food truck, no music, no tools going.
The Hispanic workforce is pretty much gone out here.
Our workers, the Hispanics, they will be up there. They don't want this to get wet. All those houses are sold, getting wet more than they have to and getting destroyed by the humidity. Well, they pay for them already.
Usually these will be worked on every day in, day out. Ain't nobody working, not a soul.
Where do you stand as far as like the research and investigation of a business before you go and support and spend your money at that business? Does it matter to you if the Latino-owned business that you're going to, if they support the current administration or not?
I just saw somebody comment that we should support all Latino businesses. Does not matter who they support politically. Okay, that's what they wrote. They said it doesn't matter who they supported politically. Listen, the moment and what we live in right now, este momento, to be a person to know that this business is supporting what is happening or voted in that way, that money does not go to you.
If you're undocumented in this country, the people that will rob you, mistreat you, and humiliate you in the workplace are Latinos.
Mi florería el 6 de enero del 2009 y te puedo decir que este 14 de febrero fue muy difícil.
Es Thanksgiving, Navidad y Año Nuevo, muy fuerte, muy bueno, pero ahora no lo sentimos nada, estaba la mitad de lo que hemos sido antes.
Let's talk about the lack of education in the Latino community and how that ties to them voting Republican. A lot of it is religious, but education takes a big part of it. Republicans have been actively pushing people away from higher education, cutting funding, banning DEI, and pushing trade-only routes. Why? Because the more educated you are, the more likely you are to vote progressive. Limiting education keeps people vulnerable to political and religious propaganda. So when you combine religion with limited education, you create the perfect storm for conservative votes. And if you don't question it, you risk trading our future for so-called family values. Let's not pretend like the percentage of educated Latino men are not going down. Statistics show that when you have a bachelor's degree, you're more likely to vote Democrat, especially when you're a person of color. Most people don't even know how the government works. The number of Latinas getting higher education continues to go up, but what about the men? Because that number keeps going.
Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. So in this life, there's something people need to understand, especially the Latinos, because they actually thought voting for Trump would give them more opportunities and making things stable for them only. It doesn't work like that. Right now, they know that the administration, the government is only fighting for big corporations, powerful people on top, not small business owners. And at the same time, they now understand that Black Americans is not their problem. And they should know that the God of Black Americans are really fighting their battles for them. Latinos, they are not just angry, they are disappointed. They believed in the promise of change, but now they are seeing the truth that the economy do not care about them. It doesn't care about people with small businesses. The economy is not there to help the small people win. It is built to keep the big corporations on top and make the wealthy more wealthier. These are my opinion. Comment your thoughts in the comment section. Subscribe to the channel to support the channel, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.